Hello, and welcome to episode 129 of the CinePhellas Podcast. That's right, CinePhellas, the Halloween edition. It's spooky season at CinePhellas, and Principal Wilkins still wants you to always check your candy.
He did the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the Monster Mash.
All right, so for CinePhellas, should we talk about the Halloween movie, Halloween Kills?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, Logan, I think you liked this one more than the 2018 from your review, so.
Yep, absolutely. I was really nervous about this. I hated the last one. I'm like, the sequel is just going to be worse, but I was really surprised. From the get-go of the film, I loved the flashback to 1978, the first film, and what happens with that. And seeing Michael Myers again, Dr. Loomis again, and it really built up a lot of momentum in the film. A few actors I didn't care for, but overall I had a good time with it. It was a bloodbath from start to finish. This is the most crazy we see Michael Myers, but I thought it was a really good movie. I had fun with it.
How do you feel about the ending, though?
I didn't like the ending. Felt like it was rushed.
Okay, yeah, so I think we're all going to agree with the ending, but before I go, Bob, you have some thoughts on it?
So I haven't finished it yet, but I think Anthony Michael Hall, I like him in a lot of things. I didn't like him as Tommy Doyle. Like Tommy, I don't know. Like he came off, well, maybe this was how he's supposed to come off, but to me, he came off as everybody you've seen at a bowling alley in a small town. Like the guy who's been there every night yelling free bird. He usually has a mullet. Like
This is accurate. This is actually true. Growing up in a small town and going to bowling alleys, that is absolutely accurate.
Like I saw him and I'm just like, oh God, like you just feel bad for him. And like, as soon as he sees Laurie, they're like, all right, yeah, shoot, kill him, right? And I was like, oh God, like this is really bad. Like, again, they haven't finished the movie yet, but I everything else I really dug it. I just don't like Anthony Michael Hall in this. I mean, they couldn't have had Paul Rudd play him. I mean, that's what they did in number 6.
Right.
But no, like I felt like Tommy Doyle should still be this scrawny little guy. You know what I mean?
I wish the original actor would have played him from the first movie. I don't know his name, but
I mean, they had a lot of people come back.
yeah,
Which is nice.
I heard the guy was like a big drunk or alcoholic or something, and I don't know. But
So was Anthony Michael Hall being the guy who played Tommy, or was he being Tommy?
No, I didn't care for him either, because Bob, he came off like the Sandman from ECW, where it's like
Exactly.
you're just a drunk guy with a baseball bat, and that's about it.
When he got into the Mustang, the 5.0 Mustang, I was just like, oh God,
Yeah.
Sister Christian's gonna start blaring out of those windows.
I was waiting
He
for
was
it.
very cartoonish. I thought he was kind of the weakest part of the whole movie, honestly.
Yeah, the more I think about it, he was really over the top. And then when it all came down to him fighting, what a big letdown.
He would have been perfect with Danny Trejo and Badass. He just fit that mold.
Yeah. Emo dies tonight.
I
God,
thought the same
I'm
thing.
sorry
It took like Anthony Michael Hall took me out of the movie. Every time he was on screen making those dramatic faces, it took me out of the movie.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Niall almost jumped out of his window.
I heard that.
And the
It's
new
like, oh,
season,
Suicide Squad Joker. That's scary enough already. Like, remember the
Yeah.
panda head? Yeah.
and the new season of Squid Game.
Or Sammy Guevara,
Sammy Guevara. Yeah.
Panda Express. Now you got me thinking about pandas.
So Mr.
Well,
Panda, what did you think of Halloween Kills?
I enjoyed it. I had a fun time with it. Well, like as good as I could have with it. Like it felt fillery because it felt like the second part of something. But I enjoyed it for what it was. The only thing is I felt like everybody in it sounded like they were saying trailer lines to me. Like, oh, we got to set up for the other one. We got to say all these metaphors about evil all the time. But at the same time, I didn't mind it. I don't think it was as messy as everybody was saying it was. I thought it was fine for what it did. I just thought like the one part I think I mentioned in the chat when Anthony Michael Hall was talking about an apex predator, that part had me. I was like, okay, that's too much. Like, I get he's evil, he's the personification of evil, but like I think I got the point like early on.
I like what you said, Armando. It does feel like a very middle of the road movie. Like they have a lot more to do. And
Yeah,
Jamie Lee Curtis hardly does anything in the movie.
She was in the
90% of
Yeah,
the
she's
movie,
like
she's in
sleeping.
bed. Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why I loved it, because she took the back seat, and the three main actresses, which I fucking hated in the first movie, Judy Greer and the granddaughter, they didn't have much to do in this, so that's why I liked it a lot. There's more of the supporting cast and more about the town, Haddonfield.
Yeah, Judy Greer and I forget the actress who plays the granddaughter, the one who looks like Judd Apatow's daughter.
Oh, Andy Matichak.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that, but she just came off with like a little, I don't know, like one note all the time, like almost like Chucky, which we'll talk about too. Like she reminded me of the main kid from Chucky.
Logan, you were talking about the town. You said did you like that part of the movie? How
Yeah.
Michael kind of affects the town. I like that
Yes,
too.
I love that
That's
whole. I loved all
And
the character arcs
Okay.
in this movie. There's a lot of good
Yeah.
character arcs for the supporting cast. A lot of people returning.
No, I was just saying that that's one thing this movie captured that I don't think the It movies capture. Because if you read the book, like the town is a really big character in the It book, but I don't think they've captured that in the movies. But I thought they really captured it here. It was done a little shaky, like it was a little shaky at times because, like, again, Anthony Michael Hall when it was on screen kind of just pulled me out of the movie. But overall, I thought it wasn't like Armando said, like it wasn't the disaster that everyone was saying it was.
I was surprised how short it was too. Because I think I'm so used to everything being like 2 hours, and then I checked it was like an hour 45. I was like, oh god, like they did a lot with their time, very economical with what they did with the time that they had.
I think this is one of the best Michael Myers we've ever seen. Honestly, I loved him. I loved how he
Brutal.
started in the movie, the firefighters, and just fucking ruthless, one person after the next. He was insanely awesome.
Remember how the lady died with the door? Michael Myers just kicked the door and then she was like, the gun just went reverse and
Yeah. I was like, holy shit.
that was my favorite scene in the movie. It was funny.
One of my big things with that was the fact that evil dies tonight, so all these guys bring in guns that probably shouldn't have guns. People who don't know how to use guns are using guns. It was a whole mob mentality. Like they came off as a bunch of ill-prepared individuals or hillbillies to a certain extent, especially in the 5.0. But like you're like, all right, and these people have no business doing any of that shit. So when she gets hit, she still pulls the trigger. Like, oh, there you go. It's just Darwinism. But also, did you like the masks, Logan?
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say a little homage to Halloween 3.
Yeah.
Bob, are you talking about the old lady who said this is for Loomis and she didn't have any bullets?
Around no, before that. So the girl who got what was it? Her husband, the one dressed as the doctor, he never used a gun. He didn't know how to, and yet these people have these like firepower in their hands. It was just like, oh yeah. It was kind of funny because you're like, yep, this is exactly how it would be. There'd be a lot of people ready to stop something. And then all of them were kind of, the mob mentality part of it was great because I don't know if this was what you were saying, Kev, but like the town themselves, like all these people represented this, everyone else. We've only seen Laurie and a couple other people. So then you have all this and you're like, well, all right. Yeah. I liked the fact that we didn't have to concentrate on the same people we did. I like the throwbacks to showing us what else happened that night and how he was kind of magically disappearing and stuff like that. That's what I was like, okay, now we're getting the lore going with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought about.
And I love the part with Lonnie, the kid that was in the first movie. You get more backstory with him and seeing him as an adult. I thought he was one of the best performances in the movie. I liked him a lot. He was in Midnight Mass, whatever the actor's name is.
All right, so I was talking to one of my former students, and he saw a test screening of this thing back right before the pandemic in February 2020, and he said the original ending is, remember the night that the granddaughter leaves on the bed next to her?
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the trailer, you can see it. It's Jamie Lee Curtis walking down the hospital hallway, and then there's like mass commotion around her, and she's just like with a knife, and she's saying to herself, "I'm coming for you, Michael." And that's the original ending of the movie. They changed it.
Oh man, that would have been so much better.
Yeah, and I think the phone, like, you don't see the daughter get killed. You don't see Greer get killed. You hear, like, she picks up the phone. It's a call from her daughter, and she's like, "Oh, you there? You there?" And you just hear Michael breathing, and Michael hangs up, and then that's when she gets out of the hospital room, and just basically does everything I just said. That was the original ending, but no one liked it. I heard.
It felt like the third act just really fell apart in this movie. The first two were really solid.
Yeah, it was.
Felt rushed.
Yeah, it felt very rushed, and I don't like what they're doing with Michael Myers, honestly, because they heavily established that Michael Myers is human. You know, at this point, he's an elderly man, but they're trying to pretty much say, like, this is a line from the movie: the more he kills, the more he transcends. And I was just sitting there and like, transcends into what? Because he's supposed to be just human. So like, they're making him supernatural, and I'm like, you're kind of taking away the essence of him being, I guess, human. So I kind of didn't care for that.
Oh, I thought the recreation of the old time periods was really good too.
Oh, it looked awesome. It even had that like graininess to it.
Yeah.
The first part of the movie, like the 1970s one.
Yeah, and they had the kid, we were just talking about Project X, Kevin, the kid from Project X, and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl was one of the cops.
Oh yeah, that's who that was. Yes, he was the cop, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's who it was. Oh yeah. Oh wow, can't believe I didn't catch that.
Another thing I absolutely loved about this movie was the score. I love Carpenter's score. It was so good. All the scenes, it really built a really creepy atmosphere.
You're gonna buy the vinyl, Logan?
Yeah, I probably will. Because the like particular scene in the hospital, I don't know, I love the keyboard. It's like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Reminded me of the first one.
Logan, you ever hear the Halloween theme done by Atticus Ross and
Yep, Trey Reznor.
Yeah, that's an awesome theme.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So going around the table here, what would you guys give Halloween Kills out of 5?
A 3.
3. Yeah, 3.
Either 3, 3.5. I'm still writing the review. I'm gonna see how I feel when I finish the review.
And Bob hasn't finished it.
I haven't finished it, but so far it's I guess middle of the road, yeah, but I like middle of the road. Like I don't want them to take too many risks with it. It's still like a love, you know. It's like your old pet. Like take it for a walk, but you don't want it to run. You don't want it to do too much. Just give me more of that nostalgia. Give me some blood and guts, and then I'm happy.
Yeah, and Logan, I know we're opposites on this, but I do like Halloween 2018 more than this.
Wow, really?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. That's awesome.
It's 3 against 1, you lose.
I mean, the one thing 2018 has going for it that this one didn't was 2018 didn't have Tommy Doyle in it. You know that. God, I kind of want him to have his own spin-off show now.
What about Lindsay Wallace? Kyle Richards returned. I thought she was okay. I don't think she was that bad.
Remember that South Park episode with Russell Crowe fighting around the world? What if they did that with it?
Tommy Doyle drinking around the world,
Yeah.
telling the same story over and over. It's just they pay him in Slim Jims and Miller Lite.
Same story, different bar. See?
Well, it feels like I'm the only one that likes Halloween Kills a lot. I give it a 4.
I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I just want him to be human again.
Yeah, I get that. Well, Bob, you got to finish it and let us know what you think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So other horror movies, we got Scream. The new trailer just got released this week. What'd you guys think of that?
I'm sold.
Like it.
Like I'm in.
Hey, look, honestly, I'll see it, but I wasn't blown away by it.
No?
Yeah.
No. I mean, it just kind of, to be honest with you, it looked like kind of every trailer to, like a lot of these, like horror movie trailers to me. But I like the cast. Like a lot of the people that were in it, I like it. So, and I like the directors. So I'll see it just based on them.
Yeah, they're Ready or Not, right?
Yeah, the same guys, yeah.
Yeah, I think the same writer too from that movie.
Yeah,
I like that movie, so I'll watch it. But it feels very much like, I don't want to say they copied Halloween 2018, but you can tell that was their inspiration.
Yeah. The intro of the trailer, it's like Drew Barrymore from the first one.
She even has the pink sweater, and she's like fondling with the knife in the kitchen.
Yeah, but like the tone of it looks pretty good. I like the cast, so we'll see what happens.
That's Jack Quaid in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid, Kyle Gallner, Dylan Minnette.
Yeah, I think Jack Quaid is going to be like Jamie Kennedy's character, which, by the way, if they didn't kill off Jamie Kennedy, he should be the killer.
And you know Matthew Lillard's going to return. Yeah,
we saw a TV kind of land on his face, though, and it was one of those fat back TVs, so he should be dead.
Right? If you go on IMDb, he's listed as on the cast. So I think, like I was predicting, it's like his kid or something. I don't know. One of them is his son. For some odd reason, he's a killer.
He's like he died at like 16, 17 years old.
Hey, he's still
no,
not.
I get it. Maybe he's having babies. Still.
Maybe it's Jack Quaid. He kind of looks like Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, that's what the theory was. I could see that. I'm excited, even though it's coming out in January, which is the worst time of the year for a movie. God.
And it's theater only, right?
Yeah, it is.
I remember Scream 3 came out in February of 2000 because I saw it for my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and maybe Scream because that January is mostly going to be like crappy like movies and leftover Oscar stuff. So like it will probably make a lot of money because it's going to be like the only mainstream hip thing to see.
And I don't know about you guys, but it feels like they're kind of rehashing Scream 4 a little bit.
I liked Scream 4.
Me
So
too.
did I.
Yeah. What was it? One of the Culkin brother. And it
Rory.
was really good.
Laurie Culkin.
Yeah.
Emma Roberts.
Yeah, yeah.
Hayden Panettiere. She was like my favorite character in that.
Yeah,
Like
but it
Kirby.
just seems like, oh, new kids, new rules, new generation. Like that's kind of what Scream 4 was.
Yeah.
I never did see that Scream MTV series. Was that any good?
I never saw it.
I watched one episode. It was fun.
I watched 2 episodes and was like, I'm done. I didn't care for it at all. Well, they did pretty good with Scream Queens, so I thought, okay, I'll give them this.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I like Scream Queens. That ended too soon. Logan, you saw that, right? Scream Queens?
Yeah, it was okay. I didn't love it. I think there was like 1 or 2 seasons of it.
I didn't say how was the second season? Was it good?
no.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I don't think it was that bad.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked the first season. The second season became guilty pleasure almost. Like, and I get it.
Yeah, I didn't mind the trailer. I don't know. It just, to me, I just felt jaded watching. I think, like, you got to really impress. You got to do something to blow me away. It looks like a good movie. It just kind of just felt like a run-of-the-mill trailer to me.
Or maybe Dewey. He's the killer. Wasn't that your prediction?
I mean, at this point, would you blame him? He just wanted to be a cop, for Christ's sake. People kept dying. I'm thinking Courtney Cox dies in the first 20 minutes of this movie. She's not needed for it. She needs to be the nostalgia kill. It's not going to be Dewey. It's got to be Courtney Cox. Like, she has to eat it.
Gail Weathers, huh?
The Botox? Oh.
I don't see them killing Sydney. I mean, it would be great just for story-wise, but I see them. Courtney Cox is the easy kill.
And what about the Batman trailer? I really want to talk about that.
I love that Batman trailer. Colin Farrell as a gangster penguin was amazing.
No, I think this Batman movie is going to have the best cinematography of any Batman movie ever.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. And I know I'm probably having too many nerdgasms right now, but I think it's going to be the best Batman movie since The Dark Knight.
It definitely looks like it. Pattinson looks like he really embraced the role.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Zoe Kravitz looks fantastic.
She does. It's Catwoman with the short hair, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Colin Farrell blew it out of the water for me. Like, I just sat there, I was like, oh, he's just like changing the voice, everything. I think it could be really good. The toys that are coming out for it look like absolute shit, but
yeah, the McFarlane figures, they suck.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Yeah, but they do have a big figure where it's like a 12-inch figure. That looks okay. I'll show you the picture maybe some other time, but it looks pretty good. But the actual like figures like from Target look awful.
And they're saying that if they wanted to, they could actually mend this into Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't want them to, but I would like, so no, this trailer I thought was fantastic.
Yeah, and the red lighting looks awesome, like throughout the trailer.
There were so many things of, Long Halloween thrown in. There were a lot of year one stuff. So I was like, all right, so I'm hoping this is a start of something and not just another one-off. I think Robert Pattinson's going to take it as this is like, they said he took a bit to get into character and stuff, and he really dove in. So I'm all for it. And if the one rumor about him is true, then he becomes my favorite Batman right then and there.
What's the
Zoe
rumor?
Kravitz?
Yeah, on the Batmobile.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that, yeah.
If that's it, man, Robert Pattinson's the greatest Batman of all time.
Logan, you hear about that?
No,
He got Pattinson and Kravitz got caught, getting down on the Batmobile offset.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that. That's badass.
Yeah.
Right, he'd be the
Yeah,
best
Rob
Batman
said, man,
suit.
he's already 50 points. He has 50 points already. Like writing his name on the SATs.
That is
horrible.
absolutely Bruce Wayne, a Bruce Wayne move.
Right, that's the most Batman shit out there. It's like banging the Catwoman on Batmobile. It's been in comics.
That is the most punk rock thing. I love it.
And Logan, I think you're gonna like it too because it has like this horror movie vibe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I got from it. It was super fucking dark from that trailer. It has like a
I'm-
noir vibe to it, like a detective horror movie. That's what I got out of it, at least.
The only
fucking-
thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and it's is the emo haircut Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, and his Tommy Wiseau sunglasses.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that got me a little, but I can overlook that. That's nitpicking at this point, though.
I know you're talking about the cinematography. I hope they play that trailer when I see Dune, because that one shot in the trailer where Penguin's driving and there's a giant explosion. On my
Yeah.
cell phone, that sounded incredible.
Yeah, and on the
I hope they played. Yeah.
yeah.
That whole entire sequence at the end, I hope they play that trailer for Dune when I go see it next week on IMAX, because that explosion's loud even on my cell phone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's be cool.
And I just like how Penguin comes off like a big goofball. He reminds me very much of the Alex Ross Penguin, Bob. Doesn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Al Pacino playing Big Boy from Dick Tracy too.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
He's like, "That's what you get."
What'd you guys think of the Flash? We got Batman returning to that.
Oh, that looks good.
He can keep that Batman. I got my Batman Pattinson.
It's true. Mr. Mom never banged Catwoman on the Batmobile.
The one thing I took out of the Flash trailer is that the scene with the Flash in the car. It's got to be Keaton's Batman car, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also have to have, and this is what I'm thinking. In the comics, there was a Flash in the future called Red Death, and he had a Batman suit with the Flash symbol on it. And in the movie, you see someone spray painting on top of a stencil onto a Batman thing. And I was like, oh, if we get a Red Death, because even the suit they showed, there's 3 different Flash. I don't know. I'm really into it. And they already shot part of it for the TV show Flash, and that aired on Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, I saw that one.
So, yeah, I think that looks cool.
Did you guys like listen to DC Fandom? Did you guys like the whole show?
I watched the presentations.
Did you see any Batman stuff, like besides the trailer and?
I saw some of the behind the scenes shots.
Okay.
No,
there's 2 projects that seemed interesting about Batman. There's something on HBO Max where it's a radio show. I maybe check that out.
Oh yeah, the audio adventures. Yeah.
That's cool. And I was listening to Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams. They were talking about they're doing a Batman animated thing for HBO Max.
Yeah, and
It's going to be like the adventure of the old cartoon from the 90s, but it's going to be a little darker because they can push it because it's not on a kids network. It's going to be on HBO Max.
Talking about the one that used to be on Fox back in the 90s.
Yeah, Batman the Animated Series.
Yes.
Because Tim is involved again too. Bruce Timm, the guy who started it and the creator of Harley Quinn. Yeah, that looks. Like a lot of stuff that came out of Fandome. I know you weren't a fan of the Black Adam one. I get it. I think obviously it's too early for us to get anything out of it.
Yeah, it's too early. Yeah.
But if The Rock is that amped about it, like you kind of go, all right, well, let's see what you got. You know what I mean?
But The Rock is good at doing that. He likes hyping stuff up, even though if it's crap. He's good at hyping.
He did that for the Titan games.
Yeah.
He does that with every movie, though.
Literally every movie, even Baywatch. Yeah.
I'm like, these are garbage.
I'm just afraid it's just going to be The Rock as a villain. That's all.
Yeah.
Dive into who Black Adam is. It's just going to be, I'm big, I'm strong, I can throw things across the room.
That's what I'm afraid of too. Not too excited for it. But once we get like an actual trailer, then I can decide.
Yeah, it's too early. It's way too early.
It's too early.
They're also trying to restore the Snyderverse again. So during the whole Fandome, people were hashtagging restore the Snyderverse.
Do we really need to at this point?
No.
Because even the 4-hour Justice League, it was setting up a sequel we know is never coming.
I would love it if it did happen. Honestly, like I would love a sequel to Justice League, but do I think it's gonna?
I don't think. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't think it's happening.
The Blue Beetle suit they showed for the movie, that looks really good.
I'm so hyped for that movie because I love him. I'm happy that he's getting he's going to be big time now.
Yeah, I mean,
Go.
yeah, I was gonna say like you already know the kid can do. And Reyes is a funny kid with the cherub on him. Like, I think it'd be good. I like Blue Beetle as a character overall.
I already know him from the game Injustice. I don't really know.
that-
Yeah, but it seems like it's a good fit, and he's charismatic, as you just said.
You know what? Watch Young Justice, and you'll get the Robbie, the Reyes kid.
And just going back to the Batman, I love the shot with the question mark in the coffee.
Yes, I love that too.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
And I like how they're not really showing Dano's face, even though we all know what he looks like. They're not really showing his face full frontal. Like it's the side shots.
I'm not sure if I thought it was Hush, like if you would have said months ago, like from that first trailer, but now I'm thinking maybe they just took inspiration from that for the design. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just like a Zodiac killer type Riddler.
Yeah, because it has the question mark and he has like a green raincoat on.
Yeah, and he has
Yeah,
like,
it's absolutely ass. I'm just looking via the let's see if it'll clear up for you. That's their figure.
That's the action figure.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is shitty.
No, these look terrible. But yeah,
Looks like
Yeah,
Kick-Ass, the first one.
it's pretty bad. But at the same time, like those are McFarlane ones. I own like 3 of the McFarlane figures now. That's about it.
The Batman was supposed to come out this month, right? It got pushed back to March.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
that would have been awesome to see it in October.
it'd be
and I still-
it's horror.
Yeah, it's like a horror vibe to it. It'd be perfect. Now it's like March, come out.
Hey, it gives me something to do on my birthday.
Yeah, we had the same birthdays, Bob, remember?
Oh, that's right. We gotta go see the Batman.
Yeah.
I still think the Court of Owls are going to be in it, and maybe the Mad Hatter, only because it's Halloween.
I
Yeah,
would,
what's that about? Court of Owls.
it's a how can I put it? The
Illuminati
elite
of Gotham.
first families of Gotham all had they were the Court of Owls. Every family had a member, and every court had a talon, an assassin, stuff like that. And it's such a good fucking book. I'm gonna have to drop so much stuff off for you, Logan. Southern
Wait,
bastards.
You want this in the Batman movie?
Oh yeah, damn.
Because that's gonna
I
be
think
in
it is in the
the
movie.
that's
It is
gonna
in
be
the movie.
Gotham Knights. That story.
Yeah, that's the game.
yeah. Okay, yeah. It seems pretty cool. I don't know anything about the owls. What was it you said?
The Court of
I think it
Owls.
is in the movie. Yeah,
Okay, that sounds cool though.
I think it is in the movie, Kevin.
It is in the movie too.
I think. I don't know because
Okay, I know it's in the game because they had the showcase on the game. They were talking about how that's going to be in the game, but that'd be cool if it's in the movie. It's different.
Because I in that very first trailer, which I'll do it with the new one, I look at every little detail. I looked at it like 5 times that first trailer, and there's a part where the Riddler, if you look where on the upper right corner of where the stamp would be,
Yeah.
it's shaped like an owl, but they show it for like half a second.
Oh, damn.
And I forgot, McConaughey's in it, but I can't remember. He was supposed to be a big name too. Peter Sarsgaard's in it too.
Yeah, he's like a made up guy. He's like a new character to this.
Yeah, Gil Colson.
Yeah.
I would really like if they stay away from the Joker for this trilogy. We've had enough.
Yes. Yeah. No more Joker.
You can
I mean,
reference it, but that's about it.
Now we need a Snyderverse, or not Snyderverse, but Reeveverse.
A reverse.
That's what I would hope for. Like when
I
they
think it-
originally started, I was hoping
Yeah.
they'd go this dark route, but they stopped.
Yeah, they set up this whole dark universe. I'm like, man, put out some more movies.
Yeah, the Simpsons, they have the Halloween episodes, I think tonight actually, and from last week. I love those Halloween episodes. They've had one where it was like Child's Play, but it was with the Krusty the Clown doll. And then he said, "Kiss me, fat boy," to Homer Simpson. I love that. What else? Stretch Dude and Clobber Girl. That's another good one.
I like the retelling of the Raven. That one's
That's-
always
Yes.
been one of
Yeah.
my favorites.
I like
That's-
that.
Nevermore.
Yeah, that's the one that comes to mind every time. I think that was the second season. with that episode. I'm pretty sure early season.
No, I think that was the first Halloween special they did was
I think it was season 2. I don't think
Yeah.
they did it in season 1.
Well,
that one, and I loved the Twilight Zone ones that they redid, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
Bart could just imagine things to happen.
what was that movie with with Matthew McConaughey, and he could see people's sins like when he would touch.
Frailty.
Frailty, yeah.
Didn't they do one with Ned Flanders? Like every time he would
They
touch
did that
someone?
one?
Yeah. And then he would see
Frailty's
how
a
they would
movie
die.
I gotta reintroduce myself to. That was a good
Bill
one.
Paxton, he was in it. That was.
Yes, Bill Paxton was in it.
He directed it too.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Forgot about that.
I was thinking season 6 one where Homer's like Jack Torrance, who's like The Shining.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with,
All work and no play make Homer something.
yeah. He doesn't.
Don't mind if I do.
He doesn't have beer or TV, so it's going crazy. That's
I
what
They
give
he
had
him
wants.
the-
Maggie, remember Maggie with where she was an alien?
And they went on Jerry Springer.
Yeah, that was it.
Was it? I think I watched not even the most recent one, but they're always playing it on everything. You know what I mean? They pull references that everyone's going to get. Yeah, the Stretch and Clobber Girl was great.
They did a Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Yes, that's my favorite. Yep, that's my favorite.
With
Billy.
Billy. Yeah.
I like that when he's like, yeah, at the end, where he gets off the track, off the bus, and he's like, "I kill you."
Oh, I left my gun on the bus. I like that episode where they're scared about going to sleep because Willie's Freddy, and Lisa says to like Bart, you know, if we fall asleep, we can die, and they're scared, and Grandpa's like, "Whoa, welcome to my world."
They had another one too with Bart Simpson, and he had like an evil twin in the basement.
Oh, he's the
attic.
Oh,
yeah,
in
like
the
us.
attic, he used
Us.
fish heads,
Yeah.
or the what was it, the toaster one?
Yeah, with the time
Which
travel.
it
Yeah, that's a good
starts going through time travel, and then he goes into one where Ned has everyone get lobotomies, or the one where Homer tries to hide from everyone. He goes into a different dimension where he's 3-dimensional.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that
creeps
was
me.
my favorite one.
Or the one where Ned's the devil.
one. Yes.
Yeah,
Homer
I remember
sells
that
his
one.
soul for a donut. He just has to keep eating donuts. He's like, more. The demon's just like crying.
You remember in the time travel one where he like basically just flips out when he's in the prehistoric age, he starts killing everything,
He starts beating the shit.
and he goes back and like he was in a mansion, Thelma and the stepsisters are dead. He's like, all right, so can you pass me a donut? And Marge's like, what's a donut? And he screams in horror and runs back downstairs. And then you look outside and it's raining donuts.
They're like, oh, it's that weird rain again.
There was one years ago. It was like a few years ago because I did watch one like fairly recently when Homer he started eating himself and like he started eating parts of his body. Like,
Oh
something
yeah,
like-
and he's in the oven.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
They were on the alien game show.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Let's not forget the one where Mr. Burns was Dracula. Remember, this was right after Bram Stoker's Dracula
Oh,
came out.
yes.
Yeah. I remember that one. It was good.
Yeah, a lot of them were great.
I like that one from it was the 2 aliens abducted Bill Clinton and Bob Dole. It was like 96 when the presidential race was going on back then. They get abducted.
And I remember the aliens were like President Clinton, and he looked at his like name tag Clinton. The twirling thing. I thought it was funny.
We must always be holding hands and twirling.
Yeah.
And then with the what was it? Don't blame me. I voted for Kratos.
Yeah.
There's one where was it Bart with the fly?
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good one.
And then it was what was it? It had like the fly head or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then there was also the Island of Dr. Monroe one.
But with Dr. Hibbert, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Dr. Hibbert? Like his voice is awful.
No, I haven't. I haven't
And
watched it
Carl.
in a little bit. I catch it when the whole new season is up on Disney Plus, and then I'll watch it.
And they changed his voice. Yeah, I don't like it.
Terrible. Well, and Carl too, Homer's friend.
Dr. Hibbert, it was one of my favorite ones. I just thought it was so good.
Yeah, he doesn't do that anymore.
That's terrible. That's really, he doesn't do. I don't watch The Simpsons anymore. I gave up after season 10.
Yeah, same here. I stopped watching it.
Oh,
around
really?
then.
Yeah. I only have
I
the
had-
first 10 seasons on DVD, on physical copies.
Yeah, I watched it right when it came out when I was a kid, and I gave up on it.
Yeah.
Missed
Is
the
it
last
because-
20 seasons.
Yeah. I pop in every so often, but it's, it's nowhere near as good as it once was.
No.
Because you couldn't make it past jerk-ass Homer, that phase.
Drunk as Homer?
Yeah, remember he had the box of cigars and it said jerk-ass Homer, so I just call it the jerk-ass Homer phase.
What season was that? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember. There's been so many.
Okay.
I can go by the year, probably like 2005 or so.
Yeah, I stopped watching it at that point.
Yeah.
I got watched it till like 2000, I think.
I watched it until like 2009, I think.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I go back. I'll like try and go back every now and then and be like, okay, I'll try to watch a full season. And then I just stop in the middle. Like I think I tried like 2015, 2017. And then I always stop. But the Treehouse of Horror ones were always the best ones.
Yeah, they're always good. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always good. Because they're like, oh, we're a cartoon. We don't have to worry about being safe. We're on primetime TV. We can put on whatever crazy stuff we can put on that episode.
Yeah, I still watch it and I like it, but it's not as good as it used to be. But I feel like I watch it for one, out of habit, and two, out of nostalgia. Like I'll watch it and I'm like, this is good, but it was better at one point.
Yeah. I think that's the same way I feel.
It's pretty much all television, though. You
Yeah.
start out strong and it kind of fizzles out.
Yeah.
The 33 years or seasons like Simpsons.
Yeah.
You think Disney will buy The Simpsons though?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Candyman was real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why people didn't like that movie. That movie was fantastic.
Yeah, it was great. I had a really, really good time with that one.
Yeah, I saw it twice.
Tell everyone.
I really liked it too. I was impressed.
Because I like the original, it was a guilty pleasure one like that, Pumpkinhead, all
Yep.
those. And then this came and you could definitely tell Jordan Peele had his influence with it too. Because I loved every part of that. I didn't think I was going to.
I actually liked this new one more than the original. I rewatched the original last Halloween. It didn't really hold up for me. That was kind of dumb.
Yeah, well, I mean, all we had was like blood, Virginia Madsen, hey.
Yeah, exactly. Cabrini Green, that was cool.
Exactly.
Cool backdrop for a horror movie. Yeah.
Well, they had did that, and then I don't know if it was the same year, but very close. They made the movie Judgment Night
Yeah.
with Emilio Estevez, Dennis Leary.
We were just talking about that at work last week. How
I love that movie.
That movie was awesome. Underrated.
Jeremy Piven when he still had his original hair.
Which was none.
Exactly.
Before he
There's
had
like
plug.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary.
Yeah,
He was
Dennis
good.
Leary. Dennis Leary was so fucking good in that movie.
Yeah. The best part of it.
What was actually surprisingly good for a horror flick this year was Don't Breathe 2. I
I
really
haven't
liked
watched
it.
it yet.
I really liked it. Molly really liked it too. Completely different, but it was good.
I liked the first one so much. I was afraid to.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be stupid, but I like the whole story of it. It's interesting.
The Phoenix
Is it-
ending, I like that ending.
Malignant was another decent one. I had fun with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one I like.
That movie was crazy, but yeah, it was fun.
It's a good one to watch during Halloween.
The Conjuring 3, that's another one. It was okay.
It was okay. One surprisingly awesome horror flick this year, Army of the Dead. Watched that
Oh,
twice
yeah.
already. I fucking love that movie. I know now. You do too.
Yeah. To me, it was more action, but zombies, so it's horror, yeah. I recently watched it again, actually. I love that movie.
I thought the zombies look really fucking good. Like the practical effects look
Yeah.
scary. They look really well done. Quiet Place 2, another great one this year.
That was good.
And you
Speaking
guys
of-
finished Good Games, right?
I have not watched it yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
I watched it. I finished it.
yeah, me too. I finished it like in maybe 2 days. I loved it that much.
Yeah,
same,
it was really good.
same here, man. I finished it in like 2 or 3 days. Yeah,
Did you
hooked on it.
guys have the dubs on or the subs?
I did the subs.
Yeah,
I did
there's some-
both. I did both.
Mm.
To make it really confusing with the voiceovers and then the captions.
How was the dubbing?
Not good.
I guess. Yeah. I I wanted to watch with my dad. My dad refused to read subtitles, so I'm gonna have to sub it.
There's this one woman in the series. It's really fucking annoying. She's like, "Oh my god, you won't believe it!" The whole time. Shut up.
The one who gets it on with
Yeah, the other
guy
guy.
who looks like Nelson Muntz with the tattoo on his face.
Yeah, the slick back hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really annoying. I hated
I
the
like
voice.
that lady though. She was crazy. I just like how crazy she was.
I just didn't like the dubbed voice. It was
Oh,
driving me nuts.
yeah.
Yeah. She was cool. Yeah, it was really good. I was surprised how good it was.
Yeah.
Why did she have? I don't want to spoil it. The red hair.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be it's supposed to represent change, I guess, but it's a weird choice.
But he looked better when he had the long hair and the beard anyway, like when he had that homeless look. Like
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, he was
Yeah.
better. I don't know why he. I mean, again, it's a ridiculous choice, but I don't know.
I guess it was more of like a cleaned up look of what everything he went through.
Yeah.
And him changing, that's kind of what it represents, I think.
Mhm.
Did you guys check out the Chucky series TV show?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it last
I
night.
did.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I enjoyed it. Henry didn't like it that much. I liked it. thought it
Yeah, I
was
saw
fun.
his review. I saw your review, and he has the same critique I have, where the kid was kind of overacting at certain times. Like he just squints his eyes and cries and just shakes his head all the time. Like yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I got to watch Devin Sawa have lightning shoot out of his eye.
And then the bully girl, remember Logan, the blonde girl?
Mm-hmm.
Why do my farts smell so good? I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I was laughing. The whole scene was awesome.
Mhm.
It was like a ventriloquist dummy.
And it had a good kill for I don't want to spoil it, but there's a good kill in there for I guess the USA Network and what they'll allow.
Yeah, the actual doll looked weird like the first half of the episode, but the second half they like fixed it, whatever they did. I like that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure, I wasn't sold on it. I was going to watch it simply because it's Chucky. And then, yeah, I really dug it. I also like the fact that I think he's not going to try to put himself in this kid. He's going to mentor the child to be another killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was Andy Barkley on the phone, wasn't it? Calling.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah, Alex Vincent. Sounded like his voice.
Yeah, that was his big thing was
Track him down.
yeah, he's coming back and all that. And it was kind of cool because they had Cult of Chucky start or end right before the premiere, so I got to watch Cult of Chucky again. I really liked it. I know a lot of people
Yeah, I
didn't.
like that.
I like that one too.
I see that one. The last one I saw was the Spawn of Chucky.
Yeah, that one's terrible.
Yeah.
I like that.
But
terrible,
Cult
but I
of
like
Chucky and was Curse of Chucky and Cult of
Curse.
Chucky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are good
both
ones.
of those were I liked them both.
Yeah, I like them.
Those are the ones with Fiona Dourif, Brad Dourif's daughter.
Yeah.
And she's going to be in the show apparently.
She was the teacher.
Brad Dourif, the guy that does the voice of Chucky.
Oh, that's her. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fiona. She was in a few of the movies.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, she was the one in the wheelchair in Cult of Chucky or Curse of Chucky,
Yeah, she looks like her dad.
especially with the Sam Kinison coat on.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared Vertilli's in this too, right? In the show.
Yeah, and then the blonde from the second movie is going to be in it.
When titties come up on the screen, you'll know she's there.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true.
The titties come up on screen.
I think we just described what's on her headstone. Jennifer Tilly.
I can't believe she's like in her 60s.
Oh, God love her then.
Yeah, she
Same
still
with
looks good.
Gina Gershon, man, that movie Crash.
That's like one of the topics. That's the one I suggested is Joe Wright. You know, he's doing it. He's a good director, but he's done one bad movie. He did Pan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite movie director, and like what's one movie you did not like? that they did?
I got one.
Yeah.
Scorsese, Silence with Adam Driver. And
You didn't like that movie?
No.
Oh,
I
It was-
like that movie.
It took me about 2 or 3 days to get through. It was so fucking
no, it's
slow.
slow. It's not. I haven't watched it since then.
I get what he was trying to do. I just couldn't get into it.
No,
I didn't
yeah.
like it. I didn't like it.
Logan, what about The Ward, John Carpenter? I thought you were going for that one.
No. Another one I was thinking of was Nolan too. I didn't like Interstellar.
Are you like Interstellar?
I saw it in the theater. Didn't care for it.
I got Nora Ephron and Bewitched.
Yeah. Bad.
That movie is fucking terrible.
Awful.
I kind of like that movie, but I saw it when I was in middle school. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Not good.
For me, I have two. Kevin Smith, Yoga Hosers, terrible movie. Absolutely hate it.
Yes, it's a bad movie.
And Tarantino, I don't like Death Proof.
No, that one is terrible.
Yeah.
I like Death Proof.
No,
I like the character of Stuntman Mike, but that's about it.
The thing is they should, if they would have released it by itself, I wonder if it would have got better, because people immediately compared it to the other part of the Grindhouse thing, and that Planet Terror was so freaking good.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters, and I'm like, I love this. And then when Death Proof came, I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah.
And I swear that diner scene with Rosario Dawson and whatever, I'm like, they don't have anything to say.
And like at the end of it, he starts screaming like a little kid, and he's just getting the shit kicked out of him. I didn't like any of it.
Oh, and Tom Hopper, Cats.
Yeah.
That's a horror movie you guys should watch.
My sister bought the movie on Blu-ray just because her and her boyfriend wanted to watch a terrible movie, and we had it at work for like $6.
Did they end up dropping acid and watching it?
Nah, she's still breastfeeding. I don't need my niece flying too high right now.
Yeah. So otherwise she would have.
But I mean, I was told like, oh, it is terrible, but it's one of those things where you have to indulge and just be like, all right, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because I watched it sober, and then I was like, everybody in this movie should never work in movies ever again. It should be in movie jail, and that's like nothing should ever be on their credits ever again. Because I was like, I went into it thinking, okay, it's not gonna be amazing, but then I watched. I was like, it felt like a chore to watch.
Going with something recently, Antoine Fuqua is one of my favorite action directors. And for the first time, he made a movie I didn't care for, The Guilty, with Jake Gyllenhaal on Netflix.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I didn't.
My dad said it was okay. He watched it the other night. He's like, yeah, it's all right.
Well, it is all right, but for Antoine Fuqua,
All right shouldn't be all right. It should be good.
I like M. Night Shyamalan, but that bastard made After Earth and The Happening.
The Happening's
like,
a guilty pleasure. It's hilarious.
He made a bunch of shitty movies there for a while.
I finally saw Old. I thought it was meh.
I like The Visit.
Bland.
The Visit was good.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Glass was all right. Split was fantastic. Unbreakable, Sixth Sense, Signs, Village. I thought Village was great. Devil was awesome.
Yeah, Devil is good. Yeah.
You like The Village, Bob?
Huh?
You said you like The Village?
I love The Village.
Me too. All right, we agree on that.
Yeah, not AI, but yeah, so many people
Village is
hate
awesome.
The Village. I was like, no, I know so many people who've gone through. I've gone through therapy and stuff, and I've talked to people who have gone through some extremely traumatic events, and if the only way you'd get over it is to go to another timeline, that actually could happen. You know, it just made sense.
Yeah.
What about Lady in the Water?
I hated that thing.
That movie sucked.
That's why I mentioned it.
Why'd that little boy have to have a huge arm? No, I'm sorry. Like, why'd the one kid have to have... Yeah, I didn't like that. You know, he's more of a 50-50 guy, I guess. He made that Avatar Last Airbender, but I never watched the show, so I had no...
That movie was terrible.
You know what's
I
funny?
never watched the show, but that movie was awful. What?
I did some spring cleaning today, and I actually found my old ticket stub of Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah, I was thinking least favorite movie from a favorite director. I love Paul Thomas Anderson, but I'm not really that into Inherent Vice.
Oh, yeah, that was all right. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just of all of them, that's the one that's the most that feels like a chore to watch.
Did you like the trailer for Licorice Pizza?
Yeah, no, I love the trailer. That looks like a movie that would be very.
Did you guys like it? Did you see the trailer for that movie?
Which one?
Yeah.
Licorice Pizza.
With
Wow.
Paul Thomas Anderson's the movie, and Philip Seymour Hoffman's
Hoffman's son is in it.
is like the main.
Oh, no, I remember hearing about that, though.
Yeah, the only thing I noticed was that chick from Haim.
Yeah.
The trailer. 'Cause I've seen them before, so I know what she looked like.
This is the ticket. I don't know if anyone can actually see it, but it's kind of.
Nice.
Look at those prices.
Yeah, I know.
It's nothing.
It says the last area on it, though. Yeah, I keep these ticket stubs, so this is when I didn't
I
need
used
to
to do that when I was a kid. I stopped doing that. I have the letterbox. I don't have physical letterboxes. My like pay stub thing.
Yeah, and I found it like I wasn't even looking for it, just spring cleaning, and I'm like, I found a whole bunch, like a stash that I just forgot about. The movie was awful though. Even back then, I knew it.
So bad.
Well, you guys know Carpenter's my favorite horror director, but the movie I really hate of his was 2001's Ghost of Mars. It was terrible.
Oh, with Ice Cube and then.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, Pam Grier, Clay Duvall, Jason Statham.
I never watched that one. It looked terrible. It was bad. No.
It came out when I was in high school. I remember it's at the local video store. Like, man, this is shitty.
Logan. You're a big fan of Carpenter. You said.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
You should watch. They're doing on. I talked about the podcast Blank Check before. They're doing John Carpenter right now.
Yeah.
They're going through his like all of his films.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like basically they'll give a breakdown. Like they start from the beginning of his his resume, and they go all the way through.
Yeah. Speaking of that, they had that movies that make us or made us or whatever. The new season on Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched the Halloween one yesterday. It was really interesting. Learned a lot of stuff about that I didn't know.
Yeah, this season had this Friday the 13th.
Yep. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah, the Halloween one was really good.
Yeah, I watched the first 4 with the Aliens one too, but yeah, the Halloween was probably the best.
There was a wrench in her hand. You can see it when it hits the window. Someone in Halloween Kills, when they go to break the window to get her again, I wanted there to be a wrench in his hand.
Yeah, there's some things in there I never noticed.
Although now everyone's going to know about the Shatner thing, because for some reason no one knew about that. So
no one knows about that.
When I had the tattoo shop, or when I was with the tattoo shop and I had the comic shop, we had William Shatner sign Halloween, Michael Myers masks.
That's awesome.
And he laughed. He's like, I have never signed one of these.
What is everyone going as for Halloween?
Florida man.
What are you gonna do for that?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, you're not sure. Okay.
He's gonna cook some crystal meth. He's gonna impregnate 2 women in a Circle K parking lot. I have an inflatable Reptar costume. I'm just gonna walk around in.
I don't know if I'm dressing up. My kid is, but I have to find a costume.
You should do Chucky, man. Honestly.
Do what?
Yeah, man. You should do Chucky. He's right.
Chucky?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Armando, are you dressing up as that, or is this just a fun thing you have at the house?
It's both. Yeah, I don't really do that much, to be honest, for Halloween. It's not really a lot of activity, like not a lot of trick or treating, but usually, like at least on Halloween, I'll just watch like a horror movie at least.
Yeah, me too. Like I watch Trick or Treat, and it's more about like horror movies. Yeah.
That's usually all I do. And like if people come, we sometimes give out candy, but I know there's not really a lot of people that celebrate it. Like around here, it's mostly like a lot of like there's some kids that sometimes come, and sometimes we do give out candy if they come, but more likely than not, I'm just gonna probably just watch something for Halloween, like watch one of the Halloween movies. Usually, that's what I've been doing the last few years, and I just like pick up a random one and I just watch it.
I remember one year I was doing spring cleaning, like just all the stuff I didn't want. That's what I was giving to the kids who came to the door. Like it was like old comic books, old movies. And I remember one of the parents kind of gave the movies back because it was a little kid. And it's like, we don't need Predator 2. Just take it back. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Okay.
You don't plan on going to Queens anytime soon? Let me tell you what happens there.
Doesn't the Predator say after one of the kids in Predator 2, don't you want some candy or something?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. That's funny.
And I gave out like old video games, and then we have a rule, like once it's 10 o'clock, that's when the big kids come, and we don't answer the door for them. It's a little creepy.
Yeah, we
wait till 10.
And I knew I was too old for trick-or-treating at a very late age. Like one time it was me and like some kids in the neighborhood. We rang the doorbell, and his first reaction when he saw me was, oh, hell no. And I'm like, but I'm only in my 3rd year of high school. And he's like, oh, no.
I'll have pictures up on Instagram, guys, but I'm going as I'm combining Snoopy and Snoop Dogg. So I'm gonna be like a Snoop Dogg.
That's nice.
Snoopy Dog.
Yeah, Snoopy Dogg. Yeah, I'm gonna like have the ears, but I'm gonna dress like probably maybe try to find a Lakers jersey, maybe a cheap one. And the girl I'm going with is her name is Megan, and she's gonna be Meg the Stallion, and she's gonna have a horse head on.
No, that's
Dress
awesome.
She's gonna dress like a rap girl. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'll pictures. You guys will see.
I was the Crow one year. Like I actually painted my face.
That's
Oh.
awesome. Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
You have the hair too? I mean, did you like get a wig or you just rocked your hair?
No, it was just my hair.
Okay.
People got it though. And then I was the Terminator, which is the easiest costume in the world. Just sunglasses, leather jacket. I'll be back. Everyone gets it.
Yeah, what was your best costumes in the past?
I was a zombie when I was a kid. Like I had the actual zombie mask, and it was like a real mask, and you can tuck in the neck part. That part was. I just remember thinking that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then everyone had the scream mask where you would pump the blood, and the blood just comes down.
Yeah, I had one of those too.
Yep. I had a Prince costume. It was fun. One year, my band, we went as Guns N' Roses, and we played a bunch of cover songs.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was Steven Adler, which is their drummer. Had long blonde hair. I was burned out on drugs.
And I was actually a Spider-Man one year. Like I actually had the whole Spider-Man suit.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was fat ass Spider-Man in like 90-degree weather. And I had a friend at the time. He was super sperm. Like it was the Superman logo, but it was a sperm. Oh man, these young stories.
I was Pennywise one year. I was Rufio.
You look like Rufio. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Rufio.
Oh, Logan, you ever saw the picture?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you showed it to us last year.
Yeah.
I'm saying you look a lot like the actor Dante, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Then one year I did the Giant Dead Willy Wonka, and I went to the city in the parade, and I bought like a couple of Wonka bars. 'Cause around the time of Halloween, after that movie came out, like they had Wonka bars like in the Wonka packaging, and I
Yeah.
was walking in the parade, and this girl came up to me saying like, "Oh, Miss Willy Wonka, can you give me some chocolate?" And I just reached in and I gave her chocolate, and she started hysterically laughing because it was actually chocolate wrapped in a Wonka logo.
Was it edibles that you gave her
Oh yeah, no, you opened it up and it was a piece of chocolate.
with THC in it?
I wasn't that hard into weed right then. If it was now,
Oh.
that shit would be full of marijuana.
That reminds me, I love the part in Halloween Kills when the little girl is like to the guy from Mad TV, "Oh my God, please! There's a like drugs in the candy or whatever. There's a razor blade."
The razor blade in the
Yeah.
candy.
That was hilarious. I think I want to be Batman again one year, but I want to go like all out. Like before, I was just the mask. Like I had a mask, that was about it. But like I'm doing like almost like cosplay. I want to do that.
Did
I
you
wanna
see
be-
someone injected Stewart from Mad TV into a scene of Halloween?
No, I haven't seen. No.
Thing like it's like he's like this. He's like no.
Oh, because the Big John and Little John you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Little John was Stewart from Mad TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Look what I can do. That's funny.
I remember one year I was Frylock from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I still have it. Like I don't think anybody got it. They were just like, "Oh, you're Fries," but the one guy he just looked at it like he was just like, "Oh, that's a cool costume."
You know that you reminded me, Armando. One time, maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, I don't remember. Bad with time. But someone entered the door, and he said, "Do you know what my little girl's costume is?" And I said,
Okay.
"No."
Yeah.
And then he sat there for like 10 minutes explaining what the costume was, and I'm like, "Just take the candy and go home." And it was from a bad movie. Remember that Eva Green movie with Tim Burton, Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Weird
Oh
Children?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, really? Out of all the costumes, that's what your kid picked? Yeah, I've gotten some weird ones. I remember one kid, a little fat kid, he was like, "Oh, I'm Britney Spears' dead career." And he was like, just a zombie.
I still want to get a movie quality Halloween mask. I've found them, but they're always like cheap. I'm like, I want like a better quality mask that I probably have to spend a few $100 on.
And
I've been
it's easy
looking,
to just do like a jumpsuit, like a Dickie suit.
yeah, I could find that like a mechanic suit. It'd be easy. But I want to
Yeah,
get
but
good
if
mask.
Molly were better, you could be Michael Myers. She could be Tiffany, and your son could be Chucky.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wait, do you have 2 kids or 1 kid?
One kid.
I thought you had 2 for some reason.
No, that's Bob.
I got 2. Henry's got one. You got one?
Yeah. Henry's got a 4-year-old. I got a 6-year-old.
Bob, who are you doing for Halloween though, or who have you done?
He's dressed in as Kelly.
I took inspiration from the movie Fanboys and went as Picasso's blue period and just had a bunch of tampons dyed blue and just had it all over me. 1 year I dressed as a hunter fucking a bear, so we had like a bear and it was bent over in front of me and I just had a hunter with the hat on. Yeah, these are really drunk nights. We don't have to talk about these.
You know what your next Halloween costume should be? The forehead of Julia Stiles.
They're like, oh, that fucking.
Oh God.
Yeah. All of us could go as that. All of us. It would take 50 of us, and that would just be a collection of pores, not even her forehead.
You know, I'm thinking about Halloween costumes maybe about 10, 15 years ago. Henry dressed as Christopher from The Sopranos, and his girlfriend at the time, now his wife, dressed up as Adriana. And we all went out to a bar. I was dressed as Dog the Bounty Hunter. It was awesome. And
those costumes all go together so well.
yeah, and then Henry and his girlfriend at the time, they got in a huge fucking fight, all shit-faced at a bar, just like Christopher and Adriana in The Sopranos. It was hilarious. And I was Dog the Bounty Hunter trying to break it up. I had like a cop badge around me, no shirt underneath my vest. Like it was a mess. It was fun.
Has anyone watched that Amazon I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I'm gonna watch it tonight after we get off this.
Okay, I was not into it, but like my friend last night told me the plot is pretty cool. Like I don't know. Yeah, I'll let you watch it, but
yeah, I was gonna try to watch it earlier, ran out of time, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, I watched it.
It's not what I thought it was going to be, so I may check that out. But
Oh, you know.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch an episode, see what the vibe is.
And Armando's Mask is actually reminds me, what am I watching is that season 2 of Sexy Beasts on Netflix.
Oh.
I thought you were going to see Umbrella
Yeah.
Academy.
That show is so bad, but it's a guilty pleasure. I like watching that show.
No, I was going to start watching it myself.
The makeup is amazing. The makeup is incredible. So if you want to go in there just like to admire the makeup, it's really good. And what else am I watching? Curb Your Enthusiasm starts up next week, which I can't wait for. American Crime Stories, did anyone see it?
I watched it.
I'm
I
caught
haven't
up.
seen it.
I'm
Yeah.
caught up.
I really like this last episode. I think it was my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, you need to stay in this room. And she's like, I'm going to call my mom. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, and the lawyer, they got a lawyer now for.
That guy is awesome.
Yeah, he's always good.
Yeah, he was in that movie I was talking about on one podcast. I think it was like 2 ago. Shiva Baby.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah, he's the father, and he always
Oh,
plays
okay.
like the Jewish authoritative, like Jewish father in every movie.
Yeah.
He's good at it, and I hope he sticks around
Yeah.
because I think he'll knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
What else am I watching? How about American Horror Story? I know you guys don't care for it. I kind of dig it. It's not amazing, but
It's fine. I don't hate it. I'm just in the middle with it so far.
That last episode reminded me of Maggie and that Aliens episode because we were just talking about it with the tentacles that the baby had.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like the alien part thus far. It's been kind of lame. The first or the second half of the season. I like the first half, but yeah. There's only one more episode coming up this week. It's the finale. They have a lot of shit to wrap up.
Oh, did you guys hear that The Last Duel made like $4 million this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about it on Twitter. People were talking about
$100 million budget and made
Yeah.
$4 million.
Whew, that's a loss, big time loss.
Yeah. This sucks because big budget dramas like that are not profitable anymore.
Yeah. I think they should have put it out like November, December. They should have put it up against Halloween. I think that also heard it a lot.
For people who haven't seen that, you know, with Niall, we were talking about He's All That. You know, it was all right. It was very current with cell phones and everything. And Addison Rae can act. It's her first movie, so we'll give her credit. But it was, you know, you said you liked it better than Halloween, right?
Oh yeah.
I can't believe that.
I don't know if I was just drunk that night or very happy, but yeah, I still stand by that.
Whatever Florida Kush you're smoking, Niall, I want some.
And Armando and I were talking about Scenes from a Marriage, which is, you know, really good. Depressing as hell, but if you want to see Chastain and Isaac 5 episodes, great acting, you know, watch that. It's esoteric. It's something I recommend unless you really love those two actors.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to hear more, we have the individual reviews on the site.
And Logan, know what movie I haven't watched in a while and it came up on Peacock? People Under the Stairs.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. One of my favorite Craven movies.
I haven't watched that movie easy 20 years.
Since it came out. Actually, no, it came out like 30 years ago.
No, yeah.
That's a classic, dude. Talk about it if you want.
That and Slither is on Peacock, and I don't know who here hasn't seen Slither, but it is freaking amazing.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
movie.
James done it. We didn't talk about the Peacemaker trailer.
Has everyone been watching The Why, The Last Man on Hulu?
Oh, I think
You
that got
shouldn't have to
canceled.
now.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm just reading it. Just got canceled.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, which is
I
a
read-
shame because that comic series is fucking flawless.
I read the comics because I love Brian K. Vaughan. They did Saga, so I love that series. I haven't watched
Yeah, Saga's coming back now.
I know. I think January. But yeah, I'm interested to see that show, even though it got canceled.
Yeah, Hulu has a lot of good stuff. I'm always trying to see what they have. Like, there was a long time where they just had nothing. And then it's like now because of the pandemic, I just go through a bunch of old shows. And I'm like, or new stuff too, like the FX stuff that's usually really.
The League of Super Pets trailer too. We forgot to talk about that.
Stuff I've been watching, Death Valley, Squid Game finished it. I know what you did last summer. I'm gonna check that out. Peep Show on Shudder. I'm gonna check out the new season. Movies That Made Us and Chucky. That's what I'm watching.
Season 2 of Creepshow was a little hit or miss. A little more so than the first season.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think season 3 wraps up around Halloween, so I'm gonna try to watch them.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's not horror related, but I've been on Hulu, so I've been trying to like go through like just random shows that are like done, so like older shows. So I started watching. I watched that show Revenge. Has anybody ever watched Revenge on ABC?
Oh, with Glenn Close, was it?
No. It's
No.
the lady that plays Sharon Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Emily Van Camp.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fine. It's not amazing, but it was fun, like something to
I
pass
remember
the
that
time.
show.
Yeah. It's silly, but it's something to just to watch. But I had a good time with it. Like the first season was good because it's like this lady and she wants to get revenge on the whole family because the whole family framed her father and put him in jail like for something he didn't do. So the whole show is like she's gonna get framed. Like she's basically trying to clear his name, and she's like, I'm gonna sabotage this family. I'm like, I don't know how this can keep going for 4 seasons, but they somehow made it to 4 seasons, and every season she's always like, I'm gonna get revenge on this family. I'm like, we're in season 2. I think you already got the revenge. And then she becomes a ninja at one point. She starts training to be a ninja. I don't know. That show, like it, I lost it at that point. I kept going with it. You don't have to watch. It's not something I would say it's a highly recommended show, but like to pass the time, it was okay.
I think every show should have a random season where the main character trains to be a ninja.
Yeah.
It'd just be. Oh, next month Dexter comes back.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I think the next movie I'm watching for Halloween, I just feel like rewatching The Devil's Rejects.
That was such a good movie.
Yeah, I just feel like watching it for Halloween. I just remember the part randomly. Oh, I think I can smell your wife's taint on the barrel of my gun. The barrel doesn't rust. Yeah.
Such a shame. Those 2 movies were fantastic. Then the third one came up and just slid right in. Ugh.
Yeah, that movie had a lot of problems, in all fairness, but yeah. Didn't they have to rewrite that movie like 3 times because of what Sid Haig was going through with his health?
Yeah, they redid it and they rushed a lot of stuff. It's a shame that that's part of the trilogy. You know what I mean?
I did like 31 though.
31's cool.
Yeah. Logan, I was just saying I'm gonna watch The Devil's Rejects for like my next Halloween movie night because I remembered randomly, I can smell your wife's taint on the barrel of my gun. Hope it doesn't rust.
That's a good one. A movie you guys should watch is Addams Family 2. That fucking sucked.
Oh yeah, why was it bad? Yeah.
Oh, there was nothing good about it. The
No.
story, the script, the voice acting was terrible, not funny. They're on this like Griswold family vacation away from their house, which is weird.
Yeah.
There's like this subplot with a scientist. It was just all over the place.
No, I
Hated it.
mm,
Hated it.
the first animated one,
Yes.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, me
This
too.
one, absolutely terrible,
Yeah.
which is a shame because Nick Kroll is great at voice actor, and for him to be on this part of Fester is really sad.
It didn't seem like anybody wanted to be in the movie,
Nah.
including the
This was
writers.
the cash grab.
Yeah, cash grab. It was terrible.
No, Values was on last night, and
That's a good one.
Well, for episode 129 of the spooky season CinePhellas podcast, I'm the pimp, Niall.
Kevin.
I'm Armando, the panda.
I'm Bob. I'm dying. I'm sorry, that's the scariest Kevin thing.
And I'm Uncle Logan.
Until next time, you better have my money, and cheers.
Cheers! And happy Halloween, you wild ghouls.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
We are the